Hello, everyone, and welcome to Channel 41. I am Emma Hayes, and I am thrilled to be your host for this exciting discussion. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the phenomenon that is the return of Stranger Things and exploring something fascinating. Why are we, as a culture, so utterly obsessed with 80s nostalgia? It's everywhere, right? Movies, music, fashion, even our favorite shows. So, what is it about that decade that continues to captivate us? Jaylen, what are your initial thoughts on this 80s resurgence?
That's a great question, Emma. I think it's a combination of things, you know? The 80s had this amazing blend of optimism and adventure, but also a certain darkness and mystery that's really appealing. Plus, the music, the fashion, it was so iconic, so unlike anything we see today. It's a simpler time I think many people feel nostalgic about. It's escapism, pure and simple, and Stranger Things taps into that perfectly.
I completely agree with Jaylen. It is such a fascinating phenomenon. I think there is something about the innocence and the vibrancy of that era that resonates with a lot of us, even though many of us didn't actually live through it. It's like a romanticized version of the past, and Stranger Things really captures that perfectly, doesn't it? The music is amazing. The fashion is so bold and different. It's a whole other world. Hmm. What do you think about the darker side of the 80s, though?
Nia, you hit the nail on the head. The 80s weren't all sunshine and rainbows, right? There was a real undercurrent of unease, a sense of things not quite being as they seemed. That's what makes it so compelling, I think. It's that juxtaposition of bright, bold aesthetics with a darker, more mysterious side. It's like a delicious, forbidden fruit. It's intriguing, and that's what makes Stranger Things so brilliant. It captures that perfectly.
That's a really interesting point, Jalen. You see, I think that juxtaposition you mentioned is key. It's that unexpected darkness lurking beneath the surface of the bright colors and big hair that makes the 80s so endlessly fascinating, and why we keep returning to it. It's a nostalgic look, but with a bit of an edge, which I think is extremely appealing. Nia, what are your thoughts on this, given the discussion? Oh, I completely agree. It's that delicious mix of bright, happy exteriors and the underlying tension, you know? It's like a candy wrapper that hides a dark chocolate center. It's so much more intriguing than just pure, unadulterated sweetness. Plus, the synth music. Ah, so good. It all just adds to the overall captivating experience. It's the perfect recipe for a hit show like Stranger Things, right?
Precisely, Nia. That synth wave, the bold fashion choices, it all creates such a unique atmosphere. It's not just nostalgia. It's a carefully crafted aesthetic that speaks to a specific feeling, a feeling of both wonder and unease. It's a potent cocktail, and Stranger Things mixes it masterfully. It's something that's both familiar and excitingly strange, which is why we're all so hooked, I think.
I couldn't agree more, Jalen. That's perfectly put. The masterful blend of familiar comfort and thrilling strangeness is what makes Stranger Things, and the 80s revival in general, so captivating. It's a potent combination, and it's clear why we're all hooked. So, there you have it, folks. A fascinating look into our collective obsession. Don't forget to follow Channel 41 and subscribe for more insightful discussions. Thanks for watching.